Good morning, and wow, as soon as I go live here, it disconnects. Oh wow. What's the timing? Hold on. You know what? Okay, I just did that because I had to refresh the page. What's up, everyone? Seriously, as soon as I click the button, I disconnect. That's so strange. But yeah, hello, Baez. Martin says I'm here. Every time on Friday, I did enter the competition. Forget my parachute. Oh yeah, don't forget to pack your parachute for Friday. Of course, we're falling. Of course, let me get back in here. Even though we got 7 minutes to go until the competition ends. But, well, I don't know if you saw this, but I am in 6th place. I thought I was going to get 5th. I was very close. I guess Teddy had a trick up his sleeve, right? So he's going to take 5th place from me. But still doing as good as I expected, minus the disconnects here. I'm going to see if I can get back in. I won't do the pause thing. Oh, I'll do the pause thing. I won't do the other thing. I'm going to refresh again. If I can't get on the last 7 minutes, it's fine. At least I fast forwarded. Like, I had this running almost the whole night, but I did get a globe like an hour ago. And fast forward only took a few minutes, so clearly it wasn't offline that long. Either way, it looks like I get 6th place even if I can't get on here, so. Yeah, but Jeff also says happy Free Fall Friday. Hello, Jeff. Hello, 28. Wilson says hi all. Hello, Wilson. Mary NG, Jukesies, hello. Hopefully everybody did well in the competition. I know a couple people are hanging on by the looks of it. Some people that are hoping they make it to top 100. And that's assuming the leaderboard's correct, right? Spartans, happy Friday, Doug. Thank you, Spartans. Happy Friday to you all. Martin forgot to build the second fabric plant. Yeah, like 71 hours into the competition, almost 72 hours in. Oakenshield, good morning. Jeff says, I miss adding Sangria to autosell. Ooh, dang. Yeah. And especially on these where you have so many items involved. That's why I would recommend double checking the build itself, but also autosell. But everything here worked correctly. Well, you're not going to see the stable production rate. Also, it's really laggy. But that's because I've had my computer on the past couple days. That's probably why. Yeah. But this was doing 182 Halloween box per hour, exactly as it was doing in practice. So no issues throughout the competition. Herb says, hi all, how did everyone do this time? I'll end at number 26, unfortunately. Dang, so close. I'm doing about as expected, so very good for this. Martin says, Rod, I lost money, made mistakes, and forgot a building. Oops, yeah, the worst things you could do. No Dory says, doing good, we'll get top 225, nice. Very nice. Let's see, well, we got 5 minutes to go. I am gonna, of course, look at the upcoming competition details and the sale, because I know people were confused yesterday. Well, most of those questions got answered, so I assume anybody that's going to be watching this is already up to date. But in case you're not, let's go in the actual announcement, because I think Doug Sunny just edited the announcement. Wilson, hello. Got 2 accounts? Is it 2 Wilsons? Or did I forget something? Alright, I'm on here. Let me just pull up Discord real quick. So you guys don't have to see my laggy bit. What is this? 5 frames per second? Damn. Okay, that didn't work. Is it just because it's laggy? Oh no, that made it worse. Oh no. Alright, well that's what I get for not setting it up beforehand. There we go. DeFi, hi, how are you? I am good, but I could use more sleep. Maybe slept 4 hours, and yeah, that's my fault. Other than that, good. Luvena says, hi Dub, and all no luck on top 100 dropped from 85 to 103. Dang, so close. I did hear a couple of people that are trying to hang on to that top 100 there. No Dory says, looks like 2 different Wilsons. Yeah, it could be, but I don't know. I assume so, right? Disconnected? Yeah, if you're disconnected in the last 2 or 3 minutes, I wouldn't even bother logging back in. Tony Roy says, just below 600, I did between 12 and 14 boxes per hour. Just below 600. So here's the thing. When somebody says just below 600, to me, that's 601 to 1200. Between 601 to 1200. But to some people, it's top 600. So I don't exactly know which one you're talking about. You know what I mean? Are you tired from doing updates? No, actually, the last 2 days I was playing Ball Pit, which came out on Steam, and it's been really fun. So I pretty much spent a lot of time doing that. The past 2 days, at least. But you know, before those past 2 days, I spent like the whole week updating the planner. The past 2 days were kind of just like, you know what, I'm gonna play some other game for now, just to take a break. That game is really fun too. We got a minute before the competition ends here. Tony Roy, the 6011, I missed top 600. Okay, I see. So it wasn't enough, but I mean, like, I know Beastie put out a no NFT build and it was doing 13 per hour or something like that. I took a quick look at it, but I didn't like pay attention to that build too much. But that 13 per hour does sound impressive. So yeah, that makes sense that it wouldn't be top 600, but it would be very close. That does make sense, actually. There are a lot of NFTs that can help in this competition. So yeah, really having any of those obviously is going to improve your rate. That's why I said that the gaps are very big. And yeah, the competition just ended, so there we go. I believe I did sustain top 6. I don't think anybody else logged in there in the end. I will double check. I should just double check now. Well, once it finishes loading. It might take too long to load. Alright, next week is Halloween, so happy early Halloween, everyone. Of course, I'll just say happy Halloween next week. But we're making... Oh, we already made the Halloween box, which is the most Halloween thing there is, I guess. But next week, we have 3 choices. That's going to be either Mirror, Trick or Treat Bag, or Jack-o'-lantern. Let me check here real quick. That's daily challenge. Why did I click on that? I still had to do my daily challenge also. Lasha Levon, hello. Spartans, 95 per hour, finish 16th. Okay. Well, there goes my guess of top 100 to secure top 25. I mean, 100 per hour to secure top 25. I was wrong there. Maybe it was only like 80 something. Wilson, top 163 here with 22 per hour. Thanks up for the TOA and Pumpkin Pie. Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, the table appreciation is super helpful. Like, I was running 4 of them in my build. 6th place, there we go. Yeah, thank you, DeFi. DeFi finished in 82nd. Very nice. There you go. We got somebody that made it to top 100 there. No, I know there's more people. Grassmere says, hello, Dub. Happy Friday. I'm finishing at 285. All right, and a happy Friday to you. Martin, oh, 3 choices. I thought we had to build all 3. No, that's what I heard some people say. I don't... there was never... Okay, I guess some people do get confused about the announcement, so I'm gonna clear that up as well. Yeah, Sandula, let me see where you ended at. So, is this accurate? I don't know, Spartans. It says you're 17th. Well, then again, you know, you can't really trust the leaderboard. So I'll see if this loads up. Sondula says you're at 35. Does that sound about right? Nodori 21 per hour got me 200 place. Oh wow, so 20 per hour is top 225. Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem there, Naranthura. And Pewee29, hello. Let me go back to Discord now. This is what confused some people. The description. Don't pay attention too much to the description, guys. It's just fluff text. That's all it is. Description says, the spooky season is in full swing. This week, craft and sell mirrors, trick-or-treat bags, and jack-o'-lanterns to spread the Halloween spirit across your town. This is just a description. It's not. That's all it is, really. That's all I can say about it. So I guess some people saw the and they thought they had to make all three, but that's not the case here. Just pay attention to the star boost, as it's always been. Mirrors, trick-or-treat bags, and jack-o'-lanterns are all star boosted. You should probably just focus on one of them, but technically, depending on your NFTs, it might be possible to do a hybrid of two of these. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it that much. You know, somebody could probably figure something out with a hybrid build, but I think it would be too much trouble to even bother. So yeah, but you never know, right? They supposedly balanced out the stars. I currently am not too sure how balanced these stars are. To me, it kind of just sounds like jack-o'-lantern's like the easiest thing to make here. Of course, trick-or-treat bags have like a very heavy star boost. Was it actually that amount, or did they change it? 600k? Was it 600k? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, they didn't change the star boost. Okay. Okay, well, all I know is trick-or-treat bags they require a lot of items. Jack-o'-lantern's pretty simple, but of course you'd run a lot of pottery shops for that one. Mirror is probably the most complicated thing here. I don't think it makes sense for most people to do mirror. Thunder listens, I was disconnected and tried to reload and couldn't. Ah, okay. 5 hours late. Alright. 329, 34 for me. That's amazing. Congrats. So which one of these three is better? Just from my initial thoughts, I would think jack-o'-lantern's a better option, but you know, depending on how well they balance the stars, which right now looks decent enough. I don't think it's ever going to be perfect, but it still seems like to me jack-o'-lantern would be the best thing to make here. But obviously if you have a bunch of NFTs for the trick-or-treat bag, then that would probably be more ideal. Let me pull up the recipes again. Actually, it'll say it here. Yeah, it'll say the recipes here. I'll look at that in a moment. Ironate, hello. Dub competition to see if somebody can figure out multiple metas in one bit. You know what? That's actually kind of a cool idea. So how helpful would it be? What would that involve, Ironate? Like, would somebody have to make at least 2 of the meta items? You know, it might not be the most competitive thing though, especially for no NFT. Unless I run a competition that requires NFTs, right? Or the elite people that want to give it a shot. Of course, that excludes like 80% of the player base maybe, but you know. Interesting idea for sure. So the biome we're going to be getting seems like it's going to be a plains biome, river on the east, mountain on the south. No deserts, so if you are doing mirror, you're kind of screwed there because you have red timer sand mines, which is why some people have been buying up the sand castles. I've seen that. Renate says at least 2 of these. Yeah, that makes sense because I can't imagine somebody would do all 3 either. That'd be tricky. At least 2. Yeah. It would be an interesting idea. I don't know if I want to put somebody or some people through that headache though. Maybe not. but a cool idea to think about. Alright, well, the mountain's there to help with mirrors, but I don't think you would need it for the other two. For the other two, you'd probably just get in the way. And the new NFC, which I'll get to in a moment. Actually, was that it? Alright, well, before I get to that, let me pull up the planner, playbook planner. Just to double check the recipes again. I don't memorize the trick or treat bag recipe. I know it has chocolates and candy corn. That's... Oh, and it's the cotton. I probably do have it memorized. Alright. Okay, it's already on there. Is it? Oh, not quite. Hide this for a moment. Okay. That's fine. It covers the whole screen. Oh, mostly I was just gonna search this up. Well, let me show you. Okay, so Townstar Planner Online does have a compare section where you can type in how much of something you think you will make. Probably shouldn't leave the number that high. So let's say you think you can make 100 might be too high for some people. I mean, obviously it just depends on your NFTs. The gaps would be pretty big for this one too. But let's say you can maybe make 50 trick or treat bags. So you put 50 trick or treat bag on here. Make sure you put the correct amount of points here. You would click override and then type in the actual star boost. That's how this works. If in case you've never used the little compare section on the townstarplanner.online. And this wasn't my build. This was one of the community build showcase builds I just remembered. And it would show you here, so like 50 trick or treat bags, that's the same amount of stars as 73 mirrors, or the same amount of stars as 195 jack-o'-lantern. So now you can kind of think of, well, can I do more jack-o'-lanterns than I could do of the trick or treat bags, you know? And that might help you out if you're not sure which one's better. And of course, you probably need to make two different designs, which most people don't have the time for. They only have time to focus on one design. So there's that. But I guess if anybody asks for my advice, I just tell you give jack-o'-lantern a shot. I don't really know what your NFTs are, so you're not giving me much information to work off. So yeah, just jack-o'-lantern is what I would say. So now back to planner here, trick or treat bag once again, made in candy shop. So it does require 3 chocolate bars, 3 candy corns, and 1 cotton yarn. There's not too much to help with cotton yarn. As for chocolate bar, if you've got like the chocolate fountain NFTs, those are super helpful to have because it reduces the crowd time of chocolate bar in the chocolate shop, and it also grants passive cocoa. Right, could I just not click? Could I just click on okay, click on cocoa, chocolate fountain, there we go. Yeah. Chocolate fountains, I think it would be a really good NFT to have if you're doing trick or treat bag, my opinion. But as for the candy corn here, I think it's also made in the candy shop. Yeah, that one requires cornstarch and sugar. Sugar, which you already needed for the chocolate, and milk. So you need a ton of sugar, a ton of milk, a ton of cocoa, corn, sugar cane. You know what? Let me just put it up here. So it needs a lot of windmill stuff plus milk for sure. I remember that. Apparently we did it last year. I didn't even remember that we did it for one of the Starlight Market Box competitions, but apparently we did. Probably for last Halloween. I don't remember what no NFT rate would be on just trick or treat bags. So I'm just gonna put 50 here. $300 milk, 750 sugar, 450 cornstarch. That sounds reasonable, just at a glance. Okay, and that's the crafting chain for Trick or Treat bag. Not the hardest item to make, but you know, it's because you're not gonna make a whole lot of these either. So that's why I think Jack-o'-lantern's easier, even though it probably will be a more expensive build. That's true. I think I will pull this one to see what people are making. I'm gonna run a poll on my YouTube after the stream, just to see what are you thinking of making. Let me know, like, right now, what are you actually thinking of making. Me, I will do mirrors because I have a lot of stands, you know, corrupted stands that will help me with the production of mirrors, you know, all the molten glass that I need. So that's what I'm gonna do, which I don't think is the majority. But, you know, that's just because of the NFTs I have. They tried to balance the amount of stars correctly, but, you know, some NFTs are just, like, super powerful in some cases. So Jack-o'-lanterns, 1 pumpkin, 2 wax, 2 cotton yarn. So you will require a lot of ceramic bowls for the wax, and you still need farmers for cotton and pumpkin. And you also can't have fabric plants next to pottery shop, so you gotta keep that in mind. I have done, I'm pretty sure I do have a Jack-o'-lantern build showcase, so that would probably help. I'm gonna look at that in a moment. I'm pretty sure I do. I can't remember every single one that I've done. But yeah, here's the, and obviously you would make more of these. But here's the diagram for Jack-o'-lantern, much more simple than Trick or Treat bag. What does mirror actually look like? I didn't check this for mirror. Mirror actually, it doesn't look that complicated, but getting all the lumber for the chromium, limestone, and the silica, you're gonna have red time or sand mines if you don't have sandcastle. This mirror really is not a good option. Plus you need more chromium here. Yeah, it's too complicated without the right NFTs. New Era, what's up? What's up, everyone? I feel like this last competition was iffy. I was holding under 225, and then in the last minute I lost 10 and 15 spots. I feel like that happens like all the time though. Grassmere says, I'm looking forward to Jack-o'-lanterns. Last time I finished 215, the best I've ever done. Oh, well, that's really good. Yeah, I see why you would be looking forward to it. I want to check the leaderboard, the past leaderboards too, for some of these. But before I go back to this, let's go back to the actual announcement here. So I talked a bit about the meta, and I'm gonna keep continuing to look at it for a moment. But I do want to talk about the new NFT sale here. There's discounts going on as well as a new sale. Let me actually pull this up in a moment too. New NFT they're coming out with is another gacha sale. What was the last gacha sale they did? I remember Memorial Day box. Was that the last one they did though? That's the last one I paid attention to. I don't know if they did another one after that. I can't remember. I'm gonna assume that there hasn't been one since the Memorial Day one. Or maybe the lamppost one that nobody cared about? I don't know when that happened. I can't remember. But anyways, when this announcement first came out, people were super confused because it says working speed, and everybody was like, what the hell does that mean? Does working speed mean craft time or movements? They should not be using this phrase because nobody knows what it is. Let me also check NFT Harbor to see if these NFTs are on there. I would assume they are. And it also boosts your trade prices, which some people were confused about, but more than likely it did mean cash boost, and that does seem to be the case. It's just like a oopsie or giant Christmas tree. I would say this NFT renders giant Christmas tree like almost not useless, but very much less worthwhile than it's ever been, which is so unfortunate. I think I got the giant Christmas tree. No, I don't think I actually got it from the store. I bought it from somebody that was quitting, so I got it at a discount, but it was still more expensive back then, obviously. The giant Christmas tree is barely worth anything now. It's worth like 90 bucks, I just checked. 80 maybe, 80 to 90. I think after this NFT comes out, giant Christmas tree will go down more. unfortunately. Even though, yes, it will stack, the cash boosts all stack, so you'd go crazy there, but it's giant Christmas trees taking up a full tile. These are only taking up a quarter tile, so these are easier to place around. Plus, you would want to place them the entire time because of the movement speed bonuses. The movement speed bonus alone makes this NFT worthwhile. And yes, unfortunately, this NFT is worthwhile, or fortunately, depending on what you think about it. This is kind of one of those that are like, you guys remember when the Medieval Tavern came out? This is almost the same situation. I don't know how many of these are they're going to sell. I'm going to assume that the supply is going to be so high that you're not going to have to worry about it selling out. Otherwise, they would have mentioned the supply here, because it is a gacha pack after all. But this is one of those NFTs where if you don't have them, and the person next to you does, as in like in your prize bracket, you're going to fall off even harder. So this is one of those sales where like, oh, congratulations for winning Gala. Now you're gonna have to spend it again to get an NFT to keep up. Which, you know, that does happen. That was kind of the case with the Memorial Day badges, which was why some people were upset with the Memorial Day badges, right? Now since this is a gacha sale, it's a gamble. Obviously, it's gambling. There is a chance that you buy one of these and it ends up being an epic or legendary and it's worth more than what you paid for it, so you could resell it and profit, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's possible. That happened to me with the Memorial Day boxes. I'm pretty sure I told you guys, but I ended up making profit from that NFT sale. I got so lucky, and I am thankful for that, but it's not always going to be the same case. I could get these and it'd all be common, you know. I don't think I had that good luck, usually. But if I get a legendary from here, then I guess I'm proven wrong. I guess I'll shut up about that. And yeah, I do plan to get these three, even though I haven't bought like an NFT in a while. I did some trades for Master Wizards though, but I haven't really bought NFTs from the store. This one's kind of like a must buy, in my opinion. Because yeah, the movement speed bonus is huge, and this stacks 3 times, so you'd want to get 3 of them. So it says $70. It's actually going to be at a discount, so that was a little bit more encouraging. You know, some people are tell $70. They're like, maybe they're on the fence, but since it's going to be discounted for like a week, that will convince people to get it. That's what happened with the Memorial Day box, sort of. DeFi says trying to weigh up if Trick or Treat or Jack-o'-lantern would be best. Trying some layouts first. That would be the smartest thing to do, to test both, but I know some people don't have time to do both tests. Now, of course, if you have access to the Townstar Playbook Planner, you probably get a good idea of what they both do, right? One of the big perks. Oh, I gotta hide Discord. Okay. Here's the blog post from the sale they're having for Halloween. So there's like 5 NFTs that are on sale, 4 of which are old. One's the new one, the Skeleton Graveyard. These other 4 NFTs, Spooky Wheel Nightmare, Spooky Ghost Tracks, Supreme Storehouse Artisan Guild. I think the sale is terrible, right? I think you'll find them cheaper on NFT Harbor, so ignore these. It's super overpriced. More than likely. I actually didn't check all of them, but I'm assuming they're super overpriced. So I don't really expect anybody to get these, but you never know. I've seen some surprising purchases before. The Graveyard Skeleton box does confirm that it'll be 30% off for, I think, a week. Yes, until Halloween, so only 1 week sale, 30% off. And with the current price of Gala, that's like 0% off if you think about it from like a month ago. That makes sense to some of you. But oh well. So if you're planning to get 3 of these, that's 150 bucks. And if you don't want to spend 150 bucks, then don't worry about it. Or if you have other NFTs, I don't know. Some NFTs you don't use that often, probably just sell them and get these. That's the problem, it's just that this NFT is kind of like a no-brainer. So if you don't have it, you're just gonna do a little bit worse on all the competitions. So yeah, what are the odds? It says this on the Discord announcement too. I guess I can zoom in on this one. How much can I zoom in? Oh gosh, I overdid it. Oh my gosh, okay, whatever. So these are 2x2, so they're quarter tile. You can do your subgrid placement or spotted road setup and have them on the edges. You can have up to 3 of them placed, you know, for the utility. If you have more than 3, they won't give additional utility. So max of 3 stacks of any rarity. And whenever you open one of these gacha boxes, 45% chance at a common, 30% chance at an uncommon, 15% chance at a rare, 8% chance at an epic, 2% chance of a legendary. I don't know how good those odds are compared to like birdhouses. I can't remember. I can't remember birdhouse odds. But hey, there's a 1 in 50 chance you'll make profit for sure. No, I think epics will actually sell more than the 50 bucks that these are selling for. So you might make profit with epic or legendary. Rare would probably, I don't know if you'd make profit with rare, maybe. But you know, the odds there are terrible because you still got a 75% chance that you're not gonna get, you know, any of these. But I will say they are balanced pretty well. So if you got shitty luck and you buy 3 of these and they're all common, well, at least it's a 5% buff. It's half of legendary, but you know, it could be worse. The way they balance the rose bushes, well, the way they scaled them, I think is terrible. The way they scaled the birdhouses, I think it's really good. It has the same scaling as the birdhouses here. Like uncommon birdhouse is 0.75%, legendary birdhouse is 1.5%, so it's the same scaling here. That's what I'm trying to say. This is still very good. The common one, 5% movement speed bonus to everything from the sounds of it. This is a global increase. And 4% more trade price, so cash boost. I don't know why they're changing the terminology here. It's so annoying. Their spacing is also off. 4% cash boost. Remember, Oopsie is 5%, and Oopsie is like $3. But sure, this should stack. You know, we're gonna get crazy cash boosts with this. The uncommon, 6% movement speed, 5% cash boost. Rare, 7% movement speed, 6% cash boost. Epic, 8% movement speed, 7% cash boost. Legendary, 10% on each. So that's the new NFC. You want my opinion? This one's actually good, and I don't think I say that very often with most of these NFCs lately. They kind of suck. Legendary Lumberjack, I said, was like pretty good, but that's even before I knew that they were gonna be like, what, 30% off? So once they were 30% off, I'm like, oh yeah, people are definitely gonna buy those. That was after I ended the stream and everything. But I had no intention of getting the Legendary Lumberjack. This one I will get. Like I said, they didn't tell us what the supply was, but I assume you don't have to worry about it. Let me check NFT Harbor. Okay, they are on here. So we'll take a look at them. This is what the gacha pack looks like whenever you get it from the store. We're gonna check common is just a tombstone with a bone. Yeah, I'm just checking the pictures here. So I know they all look a little different. Uncommon, you got 2 bones now. Is that really the only difference? Okay, I mean, what did I expect, right? Rare is a bigger tombstone, a cooler looking one with you know, the bone and the hand reaching out. Epic is an even bigger tombstone. Now you got 2 arms there. Oh, I mean, the legendary one looks awesome. No doubt about it. But why wouldn't it? Alright. Well, I'm sure Paramin's gonna enjoy having 3 of these. I don't know what Old Town's planning to do. But like, I'm sure some people are gonna get more than 3 of them to try and get at minimum 3 rares. That's what I would think. That's what I would want to try to do, but I really don't want to be buying like freaking 10 of these and only end up with like 1 or 2 rares. That'd be terrible. I guess never say never, but like for sure I will get 3 of them is what I'm saying. I really don't know about getting more than that. I would imagine the commons will resell for 45% chance. $25, I think. $20 to $25. Old Town, I'm tapped out, so only getting 3 for now. I would say the same, yeah. Yeah, I think the commons would resell for like $20 to $25, and that's at the current token price. You know, this is a new NFT, so the thought process is a little different there. Uncommons, I like to kind of speculate on the prices. Don't take this as financial advice. Don't take anything I say as financial advice or anything. Yeah, it's at $20 to $25 to commons. Uncommons would probably be maybe 30 to 40 bucks. Keep in mind it's only like a 1% difference, so it's still lower than the price of the box. That's probably being too generous, to be honest. No, that's too generous. Commons 20 bucks. Uncommon maybe 30, maybe. Rare maybe a little bit more expensive than the box itself, so 60, 70, $80 around there. Epic would probably be at least double, so maybe $120, $150 price range. That's almost triple actually, but some people would be willing to pay that to guarantee an Epic. You know, it's only an 8% chance, so yeah, you'd want it to be like triple, really. Legendary would probably go for, especially since, you know, some of the top players would want to buy it outright. I think Legendary would be at minimum 200, but it'd probably go for $300. You know, 6 times your purchase price. That's kind of just like speculation guesses. But yeah, I would say probably someone probably pay 300 for this. I don't think I would, but then again, I eventually got a full set of legendary birdhouses and rose bushes. The rose bushes are... a full set of legendary rose bushes is as powerful as 3 of these. So it is kind of within the same price range. Yeah, probably 300 bucks actually. And I think the legendary rose bushes are even cheaper now. Everything is with the current price. $100 each? No, that's actually not bad. The legendary skeleton graveyard's better though. Yeah, it would be better. So those will actually go for more than $300 actually. If I think about it this way, they'll go for more than 300 bucks. Or like I said, the rosebush price will go down as well. Rosebush price will go down. Probably medieval tavern price will go down a little bit too. But like high rarity rose bushes, I think they'll go down in price. I could be wrong. I'm just speculating here. But obviously, you know, the summary here is these NFTs, the new ones are good. And unfortunately, if you still want to be competitive or you know get even better, then yeah, you can't go wrong with movement speed or the trade time thing. The cash boost. Jeez. Wilson says, how many Gala coin is that? Trying to gamble 1 if it's 1400 Gala. What is let me say I have it. What 0.011? $49 divided by 0.011 approximately. Wilson, it would be 4,450 Gala. Yeah, 4,450 Gala. Wilson, I know that you gambled with the birdhouses and you got 2 legendary birdhouses and you made profit on that. Yes, that's very good. You know, congratulations. I did buy those. But you know, have you ever been to a casino, Wilson? You do know that you're not always gonna win. I mean, I for your sake, I hope you keep winning, but you know, eventually the house always wins. And eventually, if they sell enough gacha packs, you will find yourself in an unlucky situation. I think, you know, maybe O-Town would agree to this, but I don't know. But you know, that's kind of how it is. I have been, look, whenever Champions Arena came out and I bought those champion boxes, I got lucky there. I did get, was it 1 or 2 legendary champions? It was one of them for sure. I think eventually I got a second one. I ended up selling one of them and I did make profit versus my entire initial spend there. But you know, that was lucky, but you can't always get that lucky. You're not gonna get lucky with everything. Oh yeah, you did get the uncommon Air Force. You did tell me about that. I mean, that's good too. I believe. Did you profit on that one, Wilson? Maybe you did. DeFi says they seem a little overpowered in speed boost percentage. Yeah, but you got to remember that whenever Tavern was going to come out, it was going to be a 50% movement speed bonus, and then people told Farmer Michelle that it was too high, so they changed it to 20%, and then they came out with the 16 legendary rose bushes to make up for the other 30%. Long as explanation, I know. So you know they've got room to keep selling movement speed. The next thing, Christmas, we're gonna get the candy canes. You know, you're gonna be able to place down candy canes, and they're gonna reduce the craft time of everything. This is just completely made up hypothetical, by the way. Don't take my word for it. And then Valentine's Day, we'll get the Valentine's chocolates. Man, I'm trying to make that one joke Ben made. That was the longest time ago. I don't even remember what it was. The Valentine's chocolates effect cards or something. Wilson says unlucky with casino. Sold it to 12K. Yeah, profit with 4K. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, you got lucky 3 times. But eventually that luck might run out. Yeah, Coinman says the house always wins. Yes. Yes, especially if you keep playing, and that's what they want you to do. You know, and by that I just mean the gacha pack specifically. Alright, I don't like these gacha sales, even though there's been at least two situations where I've made profit off them, but that's just the thing, it's gambling. Eventually, if you keep doing these, there will be one where you will get very unlucky and you will just lose. Now, of course, most of you are good. Well, maybe not most of you, but I would assume a couple of you are like, well, I want the utility, so I'm just gonna get 3 of them, and whatever rarity I get, I'll keep those. That's okay, I guess. That is what most people are gonna do, right? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what Ozon's gonna do. Right, I can't guarantee that I won't buy a 4th one, you know, but there's that. I would like to get at least 3 rares, but with these odds, I doubt it. Martin says, I remember someone got a stand which helps with bottles. I wonder who you're talking about, Martin. I wonder who. Oh, I was gonna go. Let me go dating challenge. Let me knock that out while I'm here. Wait. Is this? Oh yeah. Alright, I don't know why I'm confused about that. Probably the 4 hours of sleep. And from that same, you use the storages What storage is? Storage is. What? Legendary energy storage? The energy storage from the corrupted packs is good. So is the wood one. So is the oak wood one. The other ones suck in my opinion. DeFi says you have to be in it to win it, as the saying goes. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you'd probably also lose, but yeah. I mean, in some situations. For there to be winners, there has to be a lot of losers, right? Wilson, I got Jack-o'-lantern 200 per hour rough rate, maybe push to 230 for additional 2 NFT related. So I think you're talking about my supporter guild where I have some people where I lend NFTs, which you're one of them, right? Regarding that, I can't think of anything that would probably help you with Jack-o'-lantern. Most of the NFTs that I'm not going to use are going to help with Trick or Treat Bag because I'm not doing Trick or Treat Bag. So if you can think of something that would help you with Jack-o'-lantern that I might be able to have, cool. I think somebody will beat you to it, but I just can't really think of anything that would help you with Jack-o'-lantern. And I know people are gonna say haunted mazes, but yeah, that's can you think of a whole lot more that will help? I'm sure people are gonna say like, diamond charge station, diamond pump. I mean, I'm using all those for mirrors, so anything that I'm using for mirrors, excluded. Martin says, "What did you call me loser? Cry, cry, cry." I didn't say you were a loser. No, that's not what I said. Okay, this will make the milk. Yeah, once I turn on the milk, right? I forget to turn it on. Alright. So the sale is in an hour and 20 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna stream for an hour and 20 minutes straight. Yeah, because I thought about like, well, what if I open them on stream? But I could probably just take pictures of them. I know it might not be as fun, but you know. But you guys want to see me get 3 commons in a row and get upset? I don't think you want to see that. I'm doing treat bags, best for me. Okay. Yeah, as I said, it's really gonna depend on NFTs. So, and I didn't even take. I haven't really like planned anything out for Trick or Treat Bag. I did already plan something out for mirrors, which I'm planning to do, but I have to change that plan. Because initially I thought about like I'll probably borrow a sandcastle. You know what? I probably shouldn't say too much. Yeah, don't worry about it. I have plans. I will make mirrors. That's about how much I will tell you. Alright? I will keep the rest of the build to myself. It's a competition, I gotta win after all. Alright. I don't wanna... Well, I can place down the chicken coops and turn them off. I'll do that. I'm gonna place down stuff correctly here. Turn them off. I don't want them wasting time collecting eggs. The dirt payout was higher for the marshmallow one. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I definitely did. What? Did not place it correctly. Oh, no, wait. No, I don't need the junior houses. I guess when the sale goes live, and those of you crazy enough to get a lottery ticket for the skeleton graveyard, show us what you got. You know, on my Discord or on the Gala Games Discord. Take a look. I mean, I hope you all get something good. It's about all I can hope for the gotcha sale. Whoa, are the two dogs? Okay, never mind. Forget it. You didn't see anything. I mean, what are the odds? Kind of annoying when it's accidentally crooked like that, but whatever. Oh. Oh. And tight. So I'm not sure how long they'll take to get the update out, but I don't think I have time. I don't think I have time to practice today. And if I do, it'll be like past midnight or very late at night. Because I do have plans to go somewhere. And Saturday, I pretty much always have, you know, weekly grocery stuff to do. But the idea is I will probably finish my build by Saturday night. As for no NFT build, I wasn't planning to do one. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna check what my build showcase was for Jack-o'-lantern. I'll check that. Actually, give me a second. Let me pull that out before I forget. Let's see. Martins has seen Pottery's new nuke. Yes. Are you scared of making the nukes for the pottery shops? Jack-o'-lantern build showcase with dubstep rod. A lot of Jack-o'-lantern videos. Was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Dang, I barely had any NFTs then. Alright, well I apparently have 2 videos for Jack-o'-lantern. Let me check the most recent one, which was like, what, 3 years ago? That's 2 years ago. Oh, it was 2 years ago. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Give me a second. This was when they released the spooky NFTs. I got an error. No, not in the mood for notes. Okay. There's the visualizer. Oh, okay. This video is from 2 years ago when it was Common Ground World. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was so long ago. 126 Jack-o'-lantern, no NFTs required, is what this was making. So the thing is that the biome we're getting has the mountain next to the river, so you can't actually do this exact same setup. But what you could is have the beehives on the side that's gonna have the mountain. You won't have access to some of these tree farms, but you could modify it to where most of the beehives are next to mountainside. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to just like. You guys want me to like try to show you like how I designed this on the Townstar Playbook Planner? Wasn't really the plan, but you know, and I know not everybody watches the streams, but oh. To be fair, I'm mostly copying a build here. See, it's obviously much easier for me to come up with a no NFT build if I'm working off of one that I already have. Common Ground 2 years ago, well, time flies, yeah. Oh yeah, let me show you the visualizer. Well, let me show you, I was showing off production rate here. Well, where is it? Oh, there it is, 126 per hour. I was also using the script at the time that helped calculate. I actually have this in the Townstar Playbook Planner now. Something like this. The bottleneck checker is what I call it. So yeah, back then I barely used the script. To be fair, yeah, I rarely use the script. I usually forgot about it. Obviously, I don't use it anymore. Usually I just eyeball the rates. You know, I'm good at math. I can do the math in my head most of the time. So yeah. Yeah, it would be good to see Planner in action. Yeah, I might give it a shot. Might just be a longer stream. Yeah, I might just like try to see if I can keep streaming till 2 p.m. and then just open the 3 boxes live, assuming they go on sale on time. But what else was I gonna show? The visualizer? DeFi says I struggle sometimes to get prediction to work for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, plus I haven't made that guide video that I said I was gonna make, but you know, no rush on that one. This was the other visualizer, not Townstar Planner, but I guess the Lycan Warlord Guild Townstar visualizers. What this one was when Crypto Dude was working on. Martin, you really don't want to build one nuke? One nuke is all it would take? Yeah, I know some people maybe 2 nukes, you know, it just depends on how many jack-o'-lanterns you're planning to make. But I didn't find this one that difficult from what I remember. I'm pretty sure trick-or-treat bags are going to be more difficult. I don't think I even have a build showcase on trick-or-treat bags. Let me actually check, I don't remember. No. I don't believe I do. I didn't see it. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure I don't have the file to that jack-o'-lantern anymore. The jack-o'-lantern build. So let me do my daily challenge first and then I'll mess with that. Gotta place everything down. Nodori says Trick-or-treat gets me a bit more with my NFTs, but all 3 are relatively close. That sounds good then, that if they're all close. Like, I'm not gonna have a chance to test them all, but I know it obviously depends on the NFTs. Oh, it was sent back to me. I was confused for a second. Yeah, thanks, Spartan. Let me see. I haven't read my messages. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what happened. Okay, I see. Actually, I don't think I need any passive water for next competition. Other than the river, I mean. Whoa, it just sounded super laggy on my end. Alright, I usually don't respond to the messages on stream because I will have a couple messages. I don't know what that is. Alright. New Era says, do they make enough squares for your NFTs? They do, yeah. I have heard some complaints about there's not enough. We're running out of squares for these NFTs. There's not enough tiles. I don't agree with those at all. I will agree with that this new NFT is like not not anything like... It's such a lazy NFT, if you guys know what I mean. Like, oh, let's make a badge that, or a graveyard that just reduces your craft time or increases your movement speed to everything, like the most general thing. It's obviously very powerful. They did it because they know it'll sell. But it's like not, it's so lazy. It's just lazy to do. Which is why some people say there's not enough tiles for all these NFTs. But I still don't agree with that. The fact that it's 2x2, you can do some cool subgrid stuff and make it fit, and it really won't take up any space. You just have to plan out good. You have to be good at planning out builds. I think I'm super good at planning out my builds. I usually end up using every single spot, except for the tiny 1/16 spots that you can barely use. But yeah, I usually use every single spot. So I don't agree with the whole we're running out of tile stuff that some people are saying. At least not yet. But no, even then, probably not. Did I, oh, okay, I see. Was that it? Yeah, it was. That was it. Okay. That's done. I'll load up the practice town because I want to see if I can... No, at this point I probably just won't practice until the update comes out, actually. Yeah, I'll just wait for the update to come out. Wow, it's taking forever. Okay, oh, I also want to take a look at, what was it? Jack-o'-lantern build showcase. I'm gonna pull that off to the side. Let me adjust the screen. Okay, has anybody made the starting biome? Probably not. Nope. That's alright. I just need the biomes. I believe it was river on south. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can make a comprehensible jack-o'-lantern design here, just using the Townstar Playbook Planner, which this is how I usually design the builds, right? I have done this before on one of the streams a long time ago. I forgot for which competition. Now, this isn't like a new meta or anything, so it's easier to do because it's something I've done before. So I have an idea of how a working build looks like. Oh, river's on the wrong side. River's on that side, mountains on this side. That's forest, this is plains, but that doesn't make a difference. It says the biome's plains. So there we go. Biome. There is an oil seep. I do want to place down the oil seep. And it looks like that's gonna be right here. Alright, that's cool. Obviously, next to river, I'm gonna want to have the trees. The only downside is that the oil seep's right here. Okay, when there's an oil seep, I will usually focus on gas setup first. I need the refinery that's making petroleum to have 2 pounds of crude oil, obviously. Some of this stuff will be obvious to you guys, but I'm just saying it just in case. You know, maybe there's a new player out here or something. If I can, I will try to use this space still for trees or whatever I need to do, right? Cotton fields. If possible. So I'll try to make the refinery there. I don't need the production prediction yet. Right here on the favorite and history tab, it'll show me buildings I placed before this, so just in case I need to place down something similar. So that's going to allow me to make gasoline. No complicated upgrading, just keep it simple. Fuel storage usually across both refineries, you know, in the middle so it doesn't overproduce petroleum. This won't make passive energy, that's kind of the only problem, but I might be able to shift it, just depends. Okay, that's gas production done. Production prediction predicts gas will be made with this setup. That's good. Next to the river, when I did the jack-o'-lantern build 2 years ago, I had 4 spots, you know, 4 rows, but you know, we'll call it columns on this one, since the river is on the edge, on the side over here. So let me experiment with this. I know that refinery is going to cast 4 dirty, so these will have dirty. You can see it here. Yeah, that will have dirty. Let me make 1 long road here. Now I did mention earlier it would be smart to have a beehive set up next to the mountain. And you will probably want more water, so you could have ponds here. So that spot still has 1 shade. So you could maybe have ponds here. I don't really want to block it off like this though, but I'm not sure yet. This layout sucks. You mean like the biome edges? Yeah, I know some people would have preferred the river to be on the opposite side. So you're gonna want 10 passive water for the pumpkin patches. Which we kind of accomplished here with 3 of them. But I know my last jack-o'-lantern build used 6 pumpkins, so that's good to know that already. Otherwise, I would have figured it out with the production prediction here. You know, maybe we'll need more than 6. But I definitely want them to have at least 5 passive water for the tree farms. Cotton fields would only need 4, so I might not need all this here. Actually, I might not need any rivers there. Let's see, but I do need some rivers here. I don't exactly know where I have my my pumpkins yet. Let's do that for now and worry about the rest of the pumpkins later. Martin says NFT Refinery disagrees, but 2x script helps, so I have to adjust a lot. Yeah, because then you can have your gas set up anywhere, so that's super good. Since I already know that I want the beehive setup to be over here, I will start dedicating some space to it. So if I didn't have any idea on like how to do jack-o'-lantern, I probably would have just put 6 here. Last build I ended up doing 12, but you know, let's do 10 for now, and then we'll add 2 more. I mean, that really wouldn't make sense. Why not just put 12 of them? But let's just do 10 here. I like to surround the beehives with the clover fields. Let's assume all the beehives are facing west. Probably too many tree farms. I usually overproduce wood on the no NFT builds. That's usually done on purpose too. Alright, that's a good starting point. Now I know I'm gonna need a nuke, so I want to do the nuke setup. I've done several different nuke setups before. The one that I did for this one is interesting. It's like let me pull it up again. I did this where I am kind of doing the spotted road setup for nuclear power. So it allows me to have a lot of pottery shops, which is ideal here because yeah, it's mostly wax. So I'm gonna give this same thing a try. I'm gonna see how it looks like here, and then I can move it around as needed. Let me kind of just build it as is, and I'll move it around. Oops, I keep using the filters and not using them. That's on me. Oh, that's fine. Let me turn the energy off. You might have to make some energy, actually, it just depends. To energy. Trying to do passive water drum here. Okay, so here, like I said, I am copying the nuke setup that I did for the previous competition because I still want to see if it's effective for this. It should be. That's 2 pottery shops. Hold on. Let me place down all the pottery shops first, and then I'll figure out the road setup. So you need a road next to the nuke. These all should have passive water drum. Okay, yeah, I see why I did this long road here. You probably could have another pottery, a couple more pottery shops, even if they have one passive energy, and then just manually craft energy. I don't like to do that, but it is possible if you wanted to improve the rate and you still had space. So this is pretty much the nuke setup I did. Because I have enough passive water here, I had the clay lumps really close. I didn't use any forklifts, although I did use forklifts on the previous one. I will say that the previous jack-o'-lantern competition, we didn't have an oil seep by the looks of it. And this one we do, so that's helpful. So you don't need to have the forklifts. They would still be faster, so you probably should have them. But don't need to. So because I have, I don't have a warehouse. Let me see. I was gonna say because I have, oh, it still works. Yeah. This is like an exception in the planner. If you have the, let me take them off so I can explain. If you have the clay field and the pottery shops, it will predict you will make ceramic bowls, even though you don't have a storage or a worker to pick up the clay lumps, because the pottery shops can just pick it up themselves. Okay, well, it's not predicting ceramic bowls. It is predicting clay lumps. It's not predicting ceramic bowls because I don't have a warehouse. So the warehouse, it's just, well, that's not where I had it last time. Wonder why. I guess it just depends on where I'm gonna make the jack-o'-lantern. But if I had the warehouse down, there we go. Now it predicts ceramic bowl. I have everything I need for ceramic bowls in this setup here. Now I don't have any beekeepers or lumber, so it's not predicting wax. Let's see. So if I do the same thing I did on the last one, it was a really efficient setup, that's why I did it after all. Oh, whoops. One more. It's kind of weird, but I'll see if I can make it fit. Chanrat says, does the planner take distances into consideration? Yes, it does. And that's a good question. So what I'm gonna do is click on this pottery shop. It opens up the details panel. I do have my effect cards turned on. Let me turn those off since this is a no NFT thing. So I'm not really paying attention to the production rates right now, but just the reasoning for it, why it's showing things are getting predicted. So you see production prediction says 300 ceramic bowls. Over here on the details panel, each one's 2 minutes 30 seconds. No, it's not being impacted by dirty here, so it's on a green craft timer. It has passive water drum and energy, but it just needs clay lump. So it predicts that about 17 seconds would be spent gathering materials and dropping off. Dropping off to the warehouse is 2.7 seconds. And, you know, another 2.7 seconds to come back, assuming it doesn't pick anything up. And then it has to do that 2 more times to pick up clay lumps. It will say that clay lumps are getting stored. This is a little bit of an exception because clay lumps aren't actually getting stored here. It's getting picked up directly from the clay lumps. See, clay lumps, it says it's missing storage, but really it's missing a forklift. So there's a little bit of a weird exception there, but it does take into account movement speeds. This is not the best example because I'm using like this is what I do. Yeah, thank you. Let me put a forklift so it actually makes more sense. Okay, now the prediction went down because there's actual like somebody that's actually picking up clay lumps. So the clay lumps is now more accurate. Clay lumps get picked up, taken to this warehouse. Now they have to pick it up from this warehouse. Okay, yeah, that one was already accurate. But the one over here, a 1 minute travel time. It's got to make 3 trips to the warehouse. Now, if I had a warehouse over here, well, that's crooked, but whatever. Now the travel time went down to 24 seconds. So yeah, great example right there. But of course, we'll get more examples in a bit. Yeah, thank you. Complicated stuff. Let's see. So I had a bunch of tractors over on this side on the last build, and I had 2 loggers right here. I probably will copy that. I don't see why not, but I want to get this to fit properly. I hate having roads touch edges. I feel like that's a waste of space. You don't want that. Let me move the warehouse out the way for now. I feel like I will need at minimum that amount of beehives. So is there a way I can make this look good? I may just rotate it. Yeah, so I'm going to click and drag all of this. I don't want to rotate the whole build, but I do want to rotate this. There is a way for me to do it, because these buttons at the bottom rotate the whole build. I need a specific hotkey for this, but there is a way for me to do this. So the planner has 2 build slots. The second one was empty. So I'm going to copy this, go to the second build slot. Oh, did I click it? Well, that's kind of a big giveaway. I didn't mean to do that. You guys already saw one of my ideas. That's actually not going to be my main idea, but it's one of my ideas. Alright, here's what I'll do, because I do need that second build slot. I am going to save my second setup. Give me a second. You guys saw one of my master plans. Oh my gosh, the top 10 build, which I show off in the competition anyways. But yeah, I'm actually gonna change that up a bit. Let me save that so I don't lose it. Actually, I think I could just upload it. Upload current build, mirror. Work in progress. Alright, okay, I cleared up the second slot. If I check my uploaded builds, I do have my build right here on private, so only I can see it from the search builds here. Let me paste this. I want to rotate it. Let's try that. Go ahead and delete this. A little better. I think I could work with that. I might have roads here though. Actually, I don't know exactly what I'll do there yet. But the roads on the sides here, I can work with that. I have tractors and loggers. Actually, I do have a lot of loggers. I just gotta make sure there's no dirty on the pottery shops. One of them does have one dirty. That's from what? Oh, the fuel storage. Okay, that's an easy fix. I could just move that here. It'll overproduce petroleum now, but that's fine. It just auto sell petroleum. That's not even a big deal. So yeah, that could probably work. So I have a decent spot for my nuke right now for this idea. I'm gonna want a bunch of loggers for the lumber, so let's just place down a bunch of them over here next to the mountain. I don't know how many loggers I had on my previous build. Seems like a lot. Oh, it says right here 15. Okay. So far I've placed 8 of them. Okay, I mean, let's just do like this. And I know I'm gonna need tractors. So whenever I place a building, it's going to use the same logic in TownStar to figure out which direction the door should be facing if it has a door. So it'll prioritize north, and then I think east, then west, then south. If there's like, you know, multiple roads it could connect to. Otherwise it'll just face the road. Mr. G, hello. When Gala pumped up? No idea. That's what we're all waiting for, right? The Gala pump. How many tractors did I have on the last one? That looks like... Oh, 8. 8. I put 7. Let's see if 7 makes sense here. What would I have here? Builder house, because that spot I can't do anything with. These were loggers. Oh, this was also a tractor. Wait, what about this? What's this? Oh, it was also a tractor? Oh, okay, I see what I did. I wonder where I'm gonna have the jack-o'-lantern though. I'll probably have it up here. Like, oh yeah, or over here. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I might need to expand the beehive section, so I might need to get rid of these 3. Let me kind of make this road bigger. How exactly do I want to connect the roads? Should I just connect them like this? This would make the most sense. Usually what I do. Kind of do need that road. I don't need this one though. I don't need that road. Okay, I just do that. Mr. G, did your planner free to use? No, it's still a work in progress, so I've made a lot of progress so far. So the only people that have access to it right now are supporters as an early access perk. That is people who support me on Patreon or YouTube membership. Or some people who have earned it as a reward. Either they helped me out with something like the leaderboard tool I was working on. That one is completely free and pretty much finished. This is simple. Or I did give out some access keys to people who did the previous community build showcase. That was like 2 weeks ago. That was a reward. It will be public to everyone. Maybe not all the features though. Yeah, maybe not everything. Definitely not everything, I think. But it will be public use to everyone once I feel like it's completely ready. There's less and less bugs now, but there are still some issues. Alright, all the buildings are good here. I could have a bunch of buildings over here. I could probably put 2 more roads here, have more buildings here, do that. I think it would be a good idea to connect these. I'll connect them for now, and if I need them for anything else, then I'll remove them. It's cool to have some connected roads like that. This looks okay so far. I do need to think about lumber production, like where my lumber mills are gonna be at. And it seems like I used a lot of fabric plants on the last one. And I know fabric plants cast dirty. Let me pay attention to the lumber mills and the fabric plants right now. Okay, that's passive energy. Lumber mills, usually ideal to have them closer to the tree farms. That spot has 2 energy, that could be a lumber mill. I will need more lumber though. I could have 2 more lumber mills over here, but it's kind of far. Need way more water for pumpkin. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need maybe 2 more ponds here. Yeah, probably just 2 more ponds, and then I could have all the pumpkins for this setup right here anyways. Lumber mills, lumber mills. I do think most the cotton will be in this section because the fabric plants are all going to be over here. This spot for a lumber mill, that's a great sum. I'm using my NFC for this. This spot for a lumber mill seems fine. I just need the water drum. Dang. So lumber's only going to be used for wax. It would be ideal to have it closer to the beehives. But you know, by the time they drop off the lumber, I pretty much need them to get back and start making more lumber. So that might mean I need more lumber mills. It kind of depends. Can't really do that unless... No, I can't. Can't really do that. I could do that though. I guess I could do that. It's a little weird, but it works. No, wait a minute. Wait, I'm gonna need the water pump anyways. Why not do this? I'm gonna need a road for the one lumber mill there, but that should be okay. Alright, so I need a lumber yard. I'm gonna need more lumber mills than that, obviously. So it's predicting 0 lumber. That's because there's no storage for the lumber to go to. If I put it here, 340 lumber. Alright, so if I put it all the way over here next to the beehives. Now keep in mind that the production prediction for wood and lumber, you should not depend on it at all. It's overall for your target item should be pretty accurate, but wood and lumber, don't pay attention too much to the predictions on those. It's very hard to predict stuff like wood and lumber, like things that are going to be picked up and taken to a lumber mill that is waiting, you know, waiting on wood most of the time. It's not going to be that accurate. But obviously there's a difference between putting it close to the lumber mills and putting it close to the beehives. So I could just have a bunch of beekeepers and have them walk all the way over here, but then it kind of slows down the beehives. So, you know, just stuff you have to tweak. That's where you're going to spend most of the time, is tweaking, make sure it actually works. Man, I could also have lumber mills over here. I feel like it's such a, not the best spot, but it already has a passive water drum, so might as well. So that's 4 lumber mills. Don't have enough wood for everything. It is 1 lumber per wax. And it's... how much wax per... is it 2 or 3? 2 wax per jack-o'-lantern. 400 lumber is enough, you know, assuming that's right. Juxie says wood and lumber always a little bit higher on prediction. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Alright, that's fine. I'm spending too much time thinking about this. This is just... it's like an initial idea. Okay. Fabric plants, let's pay attention to the fabric plants. Before we even have the wool, I mean the cotton, but... you know, fabric plant placement. They do cast 2 dirty. So I can't have them close to the pottery shop, so... ceramic bowl 289, so if I was to place one here, ceramic bowl is 272. It goes down a little, but you know, you want all those ceramic bowls you can get. This needs 1 energy. I probably well, what would the silo be? 2, 3. But let me place on some of the cotton so it can make more sense here. It's 4 passive water. It's 3 passive water, but it also has a dirty, so I don't want to use that spot. No silo for the cotton. That's why it's predicting 0 cotton. Okay. I guess I could use that for the silo, move the lumber mill somewhere else. I'm gonna copy the lumber mill, place the silo, and let's place the lumber mill over here for now. I would cast shade on these 2 trees. I'll see if I can get away with that. I don't know yet. Probably not. This spot has shade and dirty, so I'll probably just put a road there. That's my thought process on that. $130 cotton yarn. And that's 1,100 cotton It's that's enough to make like 200-ish. Just doing that math on my head, in my head. 2 cotton yarn per jack-o'-lantern. Dang. No wonder. That's 200 cotton yarn predicted. But that would only make me 100 jack-o'-lantern, and I'm trying to get... I should be able to make more than the last build that I made 2 years ago. Because this one has the oil seep. Probably we'll have to have another power plant just to have more fabric plants here. And they are going to have to walk a lot, but that's why I have the long road here. Because you really can't have them anywhere else. They have to be here. So if I was to add another power plant, then pond and water thingy could go here. Water thingy. Let's do this. You know, just in case. Because I could have another building here. Maybe you want another lumber mill? I doubt it. I don't think you would need more than these 4 lumber mills. Shouldn't need more than those 4. Oh, I have this backwards. Like this will work too. Let's just do that. Okay, it seems to use up all the cotton. So on cotton yarn, it says potential 243, actual 225. That's because it ran out of cotton. I'm only predicting 1,128 cotton. And yeah, that would make about 225 cotton yarn. And that's assuming I'm not making wax, because I'd still need lumber for the wax. But let's place down some beekeepers so that logic can work. Also, this is all with one warehouse. It's probably not a good location to keep the like I'd probably have another warehouse up here somewhere. Multiple warehouses obviously, but it's just with one warehouse logic right now, which is terrible. How many beekeepers did I use on the other one? 7? Let's do that. Also, this warehouse would cast... okay, I could just have it here. Yeah, warehouse is there. Another beekeeper here. I'm trying to remember, but I think wax is kind of accurate, but not the potential from the test I've done on this before. Like, it'll always be a lower actual number, but the actual number is more accurate, I think. The potential is not going to be. Because the way picking up nectar from clover fields works, once again, that's kind of hard to predict. I did the best job I could with the planner trying to predict that. Same thing goes with animals picking up feed from meadows, complicated stuff. But it's a rough idea. I figured I probably need more beehives and stuff, so that's probably gonna be the case anyways. Is this enough beekeepers? It might be enough beekeepers. So this workload thing gives me an idea of if this is enough workers. If the planner thinks if it's enough workers, it thinks I have too many tractors, but that's because I don't have the pumpkin patches yet. And I have too many loggers apparently. But this is barely enough beekeepers. Rachel says, I'm kind of excited for Graveyard Box Sale. Well, we'll see how that goes. I hope it doesn't end up bad. Okay, this seems like decent enough for me to just put down a pottery shop for well, I still need a pumpkin patches, but let me check pottery shop again for the jack-o'-lantern. Obviously I can't have it next to anything that would cast dirty. They're gonna have to pick up wax. Wax could probably get... The beekeepers could probably come up all the way over here and store it. That's fine. Cotton yarn. Cotton yarn will get stored right here. Pumpkins will get stored in the silo. I mean, if you have the pumpkin storage, that would be the most ideal thing. But I'm gonna assume people don't have NFTs for this. But yeah, pumpkin storage can be beneficial here. It saves you space. It might not really save you a spot, but it is more convenient for the pottery shop workers. You could prevent your silo from getting jammed, that's for sure. You don't have to auto sell cotton or pumpkin, which you probably should anyways. Let's assume we connect the road here. Of this pottery shop facing up. And apparently on the last one I used 4 pottery shops making jack-o'-lanterns, so if we keep the same idea going, it would look like this. Trixie says next week creative process not found. Mirror reflector refused to reflect anything useful. Windmill failed to load. Nuke disabled for safety reasons. Hoping brain boots eventually. Yeah, let me just set the pumpkin to make sure that works. Look at the water overlay again, so I don't really need those to be ponds, to be honest. It actually would be more ideal to have the ponds over here. That is what I did on the last jack-o'-lantern design. I had the pumpkins like this, so then I won't need all these rivers. Guess I will need 2 rivers. Do that. And I can have more clover field here. Because I'll probably need more beehives. Oh, yeah, possibly, probably. Let's just assume 6 pumpkin patches again. I know 2 of the tree farms will be on a yellow craft timer because there's 1 shade. The craft time color setting would let me see the craft timers just quickly at a glance like this. I'm not making enough lumber now. Well, that's what it predicts anyways. Not enough lumber. Need more wood. That's a problem, of course. I'm wondering if I need to make this 5 gap. Like add another column for the crops. I might need to. Might not have a choice. It is predicting 76 jack-o'-lantern, so I now have everything for jack-o'-lantern. But if I am designing this after all, and if I see that I think I don't have enough wood, and I need to find a way to get wood. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Oh, God. I mean, it's important. So in this case, I think I'm gonna shift everything over by 1. Let's do this. Because of the fabric plant. Okay. Forgets to apply it whenever I place an object. Interesting. That's definitely a bug. Good thing I caught that. I usually don't leave it on. I usually just turn it on for a moment. Maybe I could do that road setup right there. Could have cotton fields with 1 dirty. Wouldn't be the smartest thing, but like, what else can I really do with that space? Alright, now that we have more space to work with here. Okay. Oh yeah, I still need it for the water there. Alright. That's what actually has shade on. 3, 2, 1. 1 shade. 3, 2. What am I gonna really do with these 2 spots? Can't really think of anything. Ah, the fuel storage. Freaking fuel storage. The fuel storage could be in a really bad spot because, far away. Because you have passive petroleum, gas, whatever, passive crude oil, so it's easy to make gas. It really shouldn't be a problem to have your fuel storage a little farther away. I usually don't do that, but I can't think of a better spot for it. I want the lumber mills to be close. I want the fabric plants to be close to the silo. I can add more tree farms now. I could have a cotton field there too. Okay, lumber prediction went up. Jack-o'-lantern prediction went up to 88. Alright, the sale supposedly starts in 8 minutes. I mean, that's kind of why I've been streaming this long. I might as well. I'm going to get 3 of those packs, open them live. And then I'll cry after stream. Nah, just kidding. Whatever I get, it's fine, I guess. If I don't finish this little design by then too bad, I guess is all you got. Other than this, like I said, I don't know if I'll do the build showcase. I should be able to. You know, if I do the build showcase, I have less time to work on the planner is a thing, but if I'm doing like a jack-o'-lantern build and I've done it before, it takes less time. So it should be okay. But besides that, I mean, I'm already giving people a good idea with this. They can figure it out from here. If they dedicate a little bit of time to it. I do have a lot of empty space over here that I can use. So I can move loggers and beekeepers over here. Oh, I said I was gonna use it for this. Okay, I remember now. Let me actually do that. That logger could go here. Tractor could go here. And I kind of just have to, you would have to hope that the workers aren't going home. If they are, you obviously have too many workers and then you just have to tweak it. Because yeah, you wouldn't want that. Also, I can double click something to quickly select it. That's what I'm doing here. I don't know if I said that already or if somebody realized it. But let's have the beehives face north instead. Probably would make sense to move the lumberyard closer. No, but then it messes up the lumber rates. I'm not sure. That's something that you'd have to figure out tweaking this. Let's change some door positioning. Should face up. Let's alter the door positioning. And it probably would be a better idea to have a forklift here. Well, maybe not down. Well, yeah, actually, it'd probably still be a good idea to have a forklift. So let's do warehouse here on the side. That warehouse is okay. And then another warehouse over here. It's 3 warehouses, right? Should be okay. That's what I did last time, 3 warehouses. Seems fine. Jack-o'-lantern prediction over 100 now. The planner doesn't know this, but like you would want to have something to sell stuff with, so just have a spot for the trade depot there. Or up there, yeah. It would be better to have a forklift. The planner is not going to give you an accurate number on clay lumps if you don't have a forklift. Well, actually, it really won't give you an accurate number on clay lumps even with the forklift, I think. Because then it just thinks the forklift's going to do all the work. That's the thing. The pumpkin prediction is fine. The cotton would have to be improved, so let's do 4 cotton fields like this on a yellow crop timer, I believe. Orange. Oh, 1 shade and 1 dirty. Oh yeah, the refinery cast shade and dirty. Damn, that's barely helps. Apparently it does help though. Okay, guess I'm gonna probably do that. I mean, it's worth a shot. So that's more cotton. But there's still not enough lumber for everything. That's the problem. Oh boy. There might not be enough space for other crops with this design here. 106 jack-o'-lantern prediction, not good enough. It's the mountain, man. The mountain gets in the way. It really limits me here. I could move all this over and have some yellow timer tree farms here. Let's see how that works. Yellow timer tree farms. Do I need this one? no, I guess I don't need that one. Okay, small improvement. Okay, probably at this point, I would build this out and start testing stuff and actually get real numbers. That's what I would do at this point. I think I'm gonna leave it here for the planner idea. The sale supposedly starts in 2 minutes. If it does, I'll just pick up 3 boxes and open them. But yeah, what do you guys think of this quick design here? 111 prediction, obviously unfinished, untested. Needs probably more wood if the lumber rate is wrong there, which maybe more space for tree farms. Easy solution would be, you know, the town hall. If I can cheat a little, just put a town hall there. I've done it before. There was some build showcases where I'm like, yeah, this one requires a town hall. Usually I don't do that though. Let me go and check the Gala store. I'm pretty sure I got the Gala for it, yeah. Gala that I don't want to spend. And oh, not yet. Okay. Well, all I can say is those of you who are gonna buy the skeleton box, good luck. Oh boy. I will make you a deal. Well, I can't even say it. I will make you guys a deal. Those of you who are here. So don't get excited because it's probably not gonna happen. There's like a 1% chance. If I get 1 legendary, Juicy says good luck to have 3 legendary incoming. Okay, let's say this. For every legendary I get, I will... I'll just give away a common or the lowest rarity that I get, I guess. I'm not gonna... I really can't give away too much. Actually, I'm gonna give away some like spare effect cards for Halloween that I've been meaning to do. But yeah, for every let me check the store here. Yep, it's on there. 49 bucks supposedly. Just give me a second. 3. How many are in supply? Only 100. Nah, just kidding, guys. I have no idea. Give me a second. I have to hide the camera. The security reason. What was I gonna say? I already forgot. I forgot what the deal was, guys. Can I show this? Yeah, I think I can. So I don't think I get in trouble or something. There we go. Now I gotta wait for them and then open. The lowest is epic? Yeah. Well, even if I get an epic, that'd be great. I think it'd be worthwhile, you know. I'd be super happy with 3 rares even, but let's be real here. For every legendary that I get, I will give away a common or uncommon, but it's probably gonna be a common. Let's assume I get 1 legendary and I open 3 of them. I open another one and they're all minimum uncommon. I will just give away an uncommon, but it's probably gonna be a common. Okay, so I'm not gonna give away an actual mystery box. Why would I do that? But yeah, if I get a legendary, I will give away 1 common minimum. And if I give away, not give away, if I get minimum three rares or better, then I will also give away one common. That makes sense? Let's make that little deal, okay? Need to pull up, okay. Let me find them. What were they called? Graveyard? No? Oh, okay. No. Skeleton? Actually, I think maybe my computer is just lagging. Oh, I don't... Wait, do I even have them yet? I thought I did. Let me refresh. Either that or my computer is lagging, or the browser's lagging or something. Not just my computer. The website's lagging. How many of you guys are opening boxes? What the hell's going on? It's like so slow right now. Okay, it's just a white screen. This might not be good. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah. Once I get on it, the inventory is like so busted right now. I wonder if everyone's having the same issue. Wait, what was it called? What did I just buy? I don't even know what I'm looking for. What was it? Oh my gosh, the website is so laggy right now. I'm wondering if other people can even open their box thing. By the way, the total supply seems to be 4,400. I don't know how accurate that is, but that is what I am seeing over here. 4,400. Divide that by 3, maybe like 1,500 people can give it a shot, something like that. Graveyard skeleton? Yeah, it's not coming up. But then again, everything is like super laggy right now. Yeah, I said it was fulfilled 5 minutes ago, actually. Alright, well, if anybody gives it a shot, let me know what you got. So far this is not going well and I haven't even started. Nothing's loading. Yeah, page not responding. I'm gonna try this other tab here. It's actually not a good idea to have like 3 freaking Gala Games pages open. It's gonna be even more laggy. Alright, let me try again. No, guys, I don't have it. Either that or it's way too laggy to show up, or the name is different. Give me a minute, I'll try to look for it. Okay, I see it, but it's like super laggy right now. Holy crap. Extremely laggy. Let me try to click on one of these. It's showing up now. I'm pretty sure I did get it like 5 minutes ago, but it's just super laggy right now. I got the pack number 18, 19, 20, so obviously some people rushed in to get this even before I did. There goes the 3 legendaries. Somebody else got them. lot of people buying same time. I don't know. The pages are just super laggy. Nothing's loading even when I click on it. It might just be for me. Oh. Okay, one is loading up, but I gotta load the other two up. Let's see if this works. This is how my screen looks like right now on all three, I think. Okay, that one loaded. That one's about to load. Oh, okay, they all loaded now. All right, let's open all of them at the same time. Nah, one by one, obviously. There's the odds. Number 18, open. Let's see, I'm gonna try to do this quick. Obviously, I'm gonna have to hide my screen and hold on. Let me try to make this easier on myself. Move this. Move this over here. Hopefully, I don't forget that I moved that. Otherwise, my thing will disappear sometimes. Okay, guys, this is gonna be it in a minute, assuming it doesn't lag. Let me see. Open. I'm gonna have to enter my code. All right. So give me. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, that's fine. All right. Give me a second. All right, assuming that's the correct code. Let's see. I should have set it up for all three of them. So that's the color I don't want to see, by the way. If it's gray, that means I lost. I bought a lottery ticket and I lost. Okay, I keep that open there. Let's try scratch off ticket number 2 out of the 3 scratch off tickets. Okay. So I want to see yellow or purple or I guess blue. Okay, at least it's a green. At least, look, at least I'm not getting 3 gray common thingies. So 2 commons, 1 uncommon. I mean, 1 of each would also be nice, I guess. Alright. That's a 5% movement speed, a 6% movement speed. Basically another tavern. Okay, not too exciting, guys. Let's try this one. Scratch off ticket number 3. Statistically though, every 50 that are bought, 1 is gonna be a legendary. You know, if you're going by statistics. Is that right? Okay, what color will we get this time? New color? New color? New color? I mean, it's not what I wanted, but technically it's not the worst case scenario. That's 5, 6, 6, so that's 17%. Pretty close. So if I had 3 rares, it would have been 21% on the movement speed. So as you can see, not like that big of a difference. But still, it's nice. It's like comparing 8 epic rosebush and 8 legendary rosebush to somebody that has 16 legendary rosebush. It's like that much of a difference. Nice try. Yeah, I didn't get completely fucked, but technically I lost. Like, let's be real. These 3 are worth less than the 3 packs initially, but I am gonna use them. Oh, you got same as me? I got the same thing as O-Town? Well, that doesn't sound very good either, because like I would hope that you get something better. But, you know, somebody's gonna get 3 commons. Maybe the dude that got all the common military badges. I forgot who that was, but yeah. Let me check Discord for a moment here. But yeah, it was one common graveyard skeleton and 2 uncommon graveyard skeletons that I got. So that's what I ended up getting. Not too exciting, I know. That's what I wasn't even gonna stream it. I'm checking my Discord, okay. I think, let's see. Bazinga got the #1 rare, that's nice. What was this? 4 minutes ago? Wow, it took that long? 2 people got epic even before that, wow. There goes all the epics. Damn, Bazinga got all the rares, what the heck? You know what it could have been? If I would have opened it 5 minutes ago, if assuming the page would have loaded on time, I could have gotten the rares and the epic, you know, maybe. But anyways, that's what I got. Like, what I will probably consider is maybe giving away the one common and getting a 4th pack and see if I can at the very least get an uncommon. That way they all look the same. That would actually be easier for me to manage. Oh boy. Well, when will I do that? When will I try my luck on the 4th one? I'll think about it. I don't want to do it right now. You know what would be nice to know though? There isn't a way for me to check this, but like if 40 packs are open and nobody's gotten a legendary, that means it's due for a legendary statistically. You know, somebody could open 100 of them and not get a legendary, yeah, but statistically, if 40 of them were to be opened and none of them are legendary yet, then the legendary is due. I can tell you guys that so far 80 have been purchased, 88. I don't know how many of those are open though. I don't have a way to check that. Rachel says, I lost 2 commons, 1 rare. Hey, you at least got the rare, that's like 1 win right there. If you add them up, that's 17, Rachel. That's the same number I got. I also got 17, so I guess we both lost. Okay, there you go. Because the real winners are the ones that get the epic and the legendary. There. Nodori says somebody already has common listed for $38. It's obviously overpriced, I think. But I do think the commons would probably go for like 20 bucks. Because there will be some people that want to get the higher rarities. See, like with me getting one common and 2 uncommon, I kind of just want to get 1 more uncommon. Just so that when I search it up on my inventory, it's just taking up less space. I know that doesn't really make that much of a difference, but it's more of a convenience thing to me. It's easy for me to place down like 16 of the same birdhouse, the same rarity, or like the same rosebush. So it's just more convenient. Now, what I probably would want to do, I would trade maybe 2 commons for an uncommon. Because like, look, if I open a 4th one, it's probably gonna be the common graveyard. So then I'd have 2 of them and I could trade them to somebody that has an uncommon that only bought 1 of them, for example. And now they have a higher boost and my boost is higher by 1%. I could do that. Damn it. Yeah, the new graveyard skeleton. And hello, Cecil. Do you think somebody would be willing to trade 1 uncommon for 2 of my commons? Would any of you do that? Because if somebody says yes, I'll probably just buy her 4th pack. I mean, obviously I'm hoping for something better, but let's be real. Hmm. What? Full set of legendary rosebush is 32%. That's full set legendary. Jeff says I would do that trade dub, but going to wait until this evening to get one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if somebody going to get one for my mom too. Okay. I'll do a fourth, but I am not going to do more than a 4. Just because there might be the opportunity that somebody wants to trade 1 uncommon for 2 commons, which then they would be getting a bigger benefit and I'd get a tiny benefit out of that. I'd still like lose money, but just to make it more convenient. Now, if I get something better than an uncommon, then obviously just I keep that. But like I said, let's be realistic here. So, all right. I said I maybe get a 4th one. Definitely don't want to get more than 4 though. All right, I am kind of glad that I at least got 2 uncommons. It's not all freaking gray ones. Like tiny bit better. I'll do one more. That's what the gambling addict always says. Do one more. Give me a second. Let me do this. All right. Oh. I think I touched, right? Nope. Alright, same deal. If it's a legendary, I'll give away the common. Let's be real now. I feel like if somebody would have gotten the legendary by now, they would have said something. Let's see how long this takes to actually fulfill this time. Oh, apparently it fulfills right away. I don't know if that's true. Let me check. Kinda don't think so. Ooh, Wilbite got lucky. 2 epics and 1 common. Damn, that's insane odds. That's a winner right there. Okay, I'm trying to find it. It's just so slow. Also says, you need my blessing dub. Can you pick the number? Can I pick a number? What do you mean? I can't pick the number. Yeah, just be careful, Wilson. You're getting these. I mean, if you get the legendary and you resell it, congrats. I don't think I would get the legendary from you. You'd have to find somebody else to buy it. But like I said, don't let it go for cheap. There's people out there that are willing to pay for it, you know. Some of the top 5 players might do it, maybe. Somebody will. I mean, even I would, but just not right now. Not with the current Gala price. Because like, I said this on Discord, but buying 3 of these is basically like a good competition payout for me. But this is like not a good time to be spending Gala. It's like so cheap. Everything in the store is so expensive. It is good that they put these on like 30% off, but it's still expensive. I can't get it to come up. when I search for it. Even though it says it was fulfilled, I don't actually see it. And then the page kind of just crashes. It takes a few minutes, I guess. Yeah. Still error loading. Waiting on it to load. It's still showing me the ones I already opened. Wow. Okay. It's like behind. So I'll refresh it again. This is taking longer than I thought. Let me rate that poll that I said I was gonna do. The inventory is still refreshing. It really takes a long time. Okay. What are you planning to do for the next Halloween competition? Or I should say the upcoming Halloween competition. So the options are mirror, trick or treat bag, and jack-o'-lantern. Let me see if I typed in the trick or treat bag correctly. Appointment says I got 2 grays and 1 rare. Nice. Well, that's pretty much on the same percentage that I got then. Trick or treat bag. Make sure I typed it correctly. Dang, I think the Gala site's just broken, or it's just my computer. It's, as I said, it was really slow earlier. Let me try closing a lot of these tabs. Let's try closing almost all the tabs I have. Is it just me, or are you guys having this issue too? Well, those of you who are like messing around with this, I guess. Alright. We'll see who wins the vote. I made a vote to see what people are making. Mirror, trick or treat bag, or jack-lantern. I can't imagine somebody would not do any of those 3. The supply isn't like as high as I thought it would be, but 4,400 is still a lot. It's like they expect the whole player base to buy 3 of them is the quantity they picked, I think. Was slow for me too, had to refresh each time. Okay, yeah. It's super slow. Let's see if I can get it to load this time. I should be able to if it doesn't crash. Super laggy? Okay, then it's not just me. That sucks, because a process that should take I would think maybe 10 minutes is taking like 20 minutes. I pretty much gotta find it manually because the search doesn't work. That's how laggy it is. It just cannot search for it. Would you post a survey? Oh, it was a community, the YouTube community post thingy. Like, I guess maybe if you go to YouTube, you might see it. I think that's how it works. It just pops up. Man, it is like insanely laggy. Oh my gosh. I almost had it too. Just trying to find it, but this has been the hardest part of this NFT. Is just trying to find it and get it. Yeah, the page is crashing again. Damn, I might not be able to open this one on stream at this point, or I might just have to leave the page running for like 10 minutes for it to load. It takes a long time. Oh boy. All right. Do that. Post section? Yeah, I think if you check my channel and check posts, it would show up. Okay. I clicked it. Now I gotta wait on another loading page. Okay, load it up. This is number 93. As you can see, almost 100. Actually, by now, I think it was over 100. Yeah, I think it's past 110 of them that have been purchased in like the first half hour. Alright, last try. Let it be the legendary that no one's gotten yet. Come on, just one yellow. I'll take it. Alright. I won't give away the common though, but I'll take it. Actually, maybe. I'm not sure yet. It's a maybe. It'll be a maybe. If it was a legendary, I definitely would have been given away the common. I'll double check. It could actually be it could maybe be like a reward. Be a pretty big reward for one of the community build showcases. That might actually be better. But 2 uncommons, 1 rare, 1 common. It's not terrible. It's kind of like in the middle, which is it's hard to get. Like, consider the odds, right? What were the odds? If I click on buy more, it'll take me there, right? Let me see. Let me double check. Oh yeah, it does. It does take me there. All right. 30%, 30%, 45%, 15%. No, I think that's kind of like average, actually. Maybe a little bit better than average result. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. Two uncommons, 1 rare is what I'll use. That's 19% buff. That's a tavern right there. There's really not much reason to go past that. Oh yeah, and it boosts the it's a cash boost too. I think it's like an 18% or 16% cash boost. Does it say? 16%. Yeah, 19% movement speed, 16% cash boost is what 2 uncommons, 1 rare would be. There we go. Tavern is 20%, yes. So these graveyards that I got totaling up to 19%. That's basically a tavern right there. It's pretty good. Yeah, we'll see if my speculation on like the the NFT Harbor trade prices will be accurate or not, or what's the deal there. I mean, it would be cool if I could get like 3 rares, but like I wouldn't do I don't think I would do more mystery packs. You never know, but like not right now. That was it. It's decent enough results. Like I said, I didn't get completely screwed over with the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be the whole long ass stream. This one was definitely longer. Maybe we'll do a build showcase, assuming nothing comes up on Sunday. I have time to work on it on Sunday, and that's assuming I finish my build Saturday night, because I'm gonna be kind of busy this evening and half of Saturday. Like I said, I've been having fun playing ball pit the past 2 days, and I will probably play a little bit more. Oh, actually, I got stuff to do. I'm gonna eat my leftovers. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. Damn. Maybe I should skip lunch at this point. I don't know. We'll see. I might just eat a snack and skip lunch. Bad thing to do, but yeah, that's usually why I don't stream this late too. But let me once again show this. There we go. There's the idea I came up with. I will probably keep working off this once I do get started on the no NFT build, because this already is a good start to an idea. So yeah, there we go. It's gonna be it. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out and watching. And hopefully everything went well for you all. That is with the competition, or if you're gambling, there you go. Always want good luck when gambling, but it doesn't usually go that good. We're planning this comp for sure. Oh, Cecil, you're planning this competition? Okay, yeah. Good to plan ahead. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.